So Joe said, I think the spread changed.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
drop some.
the spread on US 30 last night was going crazy. I think it was jumping around from like 270 to like 1,000 to like 1,500 and then back to like 300. It was just, I mean, it was crazy. Like Hugo's way like stopped out so many people yesterday. I know a ton of people were like going crazy like around midnight our time because that's when I was on. I was scalping it, and then all of a sudden my account just like froze up.
Oh,
And
so your account was taken off because it's spread?
I don't know. That's what Joe says, but I'm not sure. Like that wasn't what happened with me. Like what happened with me was the whole system was messed up. Like the system was glitching, and then the reason why I exited my trade was because it said I was in profit. It said I was in a profit like a couple hundred. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna exit it. But then once I exited, I looked at my history, and it was like negative 600. And I was like, fuck. I was like, I thought I was in profit. That's the only reason why I exited. Like if I knew I was in negative, I would have just held off. Um, because if you look at US 30, like during that time, it was dropping like heavy. So I entered a sell, like right here, or like yeah, I entered a sell around this area. I entered a sell right here. Oh crap, it's wrong line. I entered my sell right there, and then the reason why I exited was because it said I was in profit, because I was just scalping. But then when I did hit exit, price was actually up here, and that's why I lost 600 because the numbers were off. Like my screen was blue, so I was like, all right, it's blue. I'm in profit. I'm gonna exit. And then once I exited, I was like negative 600, and then it dropped way down here. So I was tripping out.
Whatever profit you see is what you will be spread.
No, this is the first time it happened, Joe. Like this isn't something that's happened before. I know that the system was messed up because if you look at like if you look at the chat at that same time, I wasn't the only one that had problems. If you go to the chat at 1 a.m., yeah, you can see everyone here was tripping out. Like it wasn't just me; it was literally everyone.
Yeah, I saw that this morning.
Yeah, everyone like got like it wasn't because of the spread. Like Hugo's just like fucked everyone's account. Like everyone's like Hugo's did it again.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Literally everyone was fucked like yesterday, and it was horrible.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure about Cot as a broker.
Wait, what broker do you have, Honest?
I have LMFX and I still have FOREX.com, but I have also Hugo's Way again.
Well, which one is your main broker?
LMFX.
Okay.
I really like them though. I haven't had any issue with them whatsoever.
Are you good with the withdrawal? How do you deposit with them, Honest?
I mean, I haven't deposited in a while. You remember I transferred like my bigger account from Hugo's to them like a few months back. But they have so you can deposit, I think, Bitcoin. You can do like a Visa card, I believe both credit and debit. But you just have to create profile, I think, on Instacoins. So deposit there. Let me see what else they have. Try log in real quick. They have few options. Let me see.
So for LMFX, do they carry indices? Or no?
They do have them, but the lowest you can trade is it's like one lot, but I think it's equal to like 10 cents regular, something like that.
I think the same with cryptos as well.
Yeah, Sean, they have also wire transfer. They have Skrill, NetTeller. They have you can do Visa, MasterCard. all of that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I might check it out. I don't know because I want to move. I want to move my stuff from Hugo's because I don't really trust them anymore after last night. But yeah, I'll just have to check them out.
Yeah, that's why I left them. Like when I saw that that's like some funky stuff happening like 6 months ago, and I was like, nah, I cannot like keep, you know, my main account with them. Like if they're gonna be having some funny stuff.
Yeah,
So only account I have with them is the one that I trade indices with. That's the only one I have.
yeah. That's the same thing I did with Hugo's. I only use them for indices, and thankfully I took my money out. Like every time I go over 1,000 in profit, I withdraw it. So like almost every day I'll withdraw like 1,000, a couple thousand. Um,
Hmm.
and thankfully, because last night if that happened um, where the system was like screwing up, I could have like lost the entire account. Like thankfully, I only had like 1,000 in there, and I lost 600. But I mean, it could have been way worse.
Oh damn! What was it, like a spread main issue or?
No, it was the system was just way off. Like it was the data was super delayed. So I was looking at US 30 around this time. So I entered the trade right here, and it was like bouncing around here. So I didn't know where price was at the time. And then it said I was in profit, but it was like way up here. So when it was way up here on Awanda, on Hugo's way, it was delayed. The price was still down here. That's why it showed that I was in profit. And that's why it exited, because it showed that I was in profit. But when I checked my history, it was like negative 600. And now it makes sense because price was way up here when I exited. And then
Oh, okay. And then it fell down. Yep.
fuckers.
So,
Man, I could have like, yeah, because I exited at the fucking top. Like, it makes no sense for me to exit up here. The only reason I exited was because I was in profit. But
yeah,
yeah,
I could have made like 1K.
yeah, like I made 1K instead of losing the. Let's see, Joe wants to be muted. Hey, Joe, you're unmuted. You can talk now.
Okay, so let me try to explain what I was trying to say. So basically, they've been doing that like yesterday, the day before, and I don't know why. So you'll see your profit. You'll think that that's the price that you have. But for some reason, they don't count the spread at the beginning. They just count it at the end. So once you press exit or close, now all of a sudden they just subtract the spread to whatever profit you were supposed to make. It's been happening to me the last few days and it's still going on. I'm just letting you guys know, just in case.
Yeah, I know it's crazy. Like, I don't even know. Like, but yeah, I saw people were saying in the chat too. They're saying that it's been happening for like the past, past week, past 2 weeks, like just randomly at random times.
Mm-hmm. Cause yeah, I had like some profit of like $600. Then I closed, and it only shows $200. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, I know it's crazy. I think it's like impossible to scalp now. I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna be setting my stop loss and profit target and then let it close on its own instead of manually closing. Because like if I didn't manually close it like when it was up here, then I would have been fine because it came back down. But the thing is, I was following the live data.
Oh yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like it's crazy now. Like with KOT, like the spread went all the way to 1380. Now it's 600. I'm like, what the hell? Like, it's crazy. And then when you go like to different like brokers, you see US 30 with like just like 90 spread. Like compare like to 600. That's a big difference. You're talking about 60 points.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's and if
Mm.
scalping, you're like that's automatically stopped. Especially if you're trading more than a 0.01 lot size. If you're trading like even a 0.03 on a account that's less than 1,000, you're gonna get stopped out automatically.
Exactly. You're already down 60 points. I'm like, so they expect you to make 60 points to make up 60 points. That's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, it is. Because if you think, yeah, even if you look here, like 60 points, I mean, that's equivalent to 600, I think, on yeah, that's a lot. That's like a full candle.
So that's why I'm like, okay, for now, I'm just going to chill with those things. Like, it don't make no sense.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for right now, I'm not going to trade. I'm not really going to trade indices until things go back to normal, or until I find, a more reliable broker.
What broker Wade has?
Wade uses Ava Trade, but they don't accept U.S. clients. So I mean that leaves.
But doesn't he live in US?
No, he's from Ghana, but he lives in Toronto.
He lives where?
He lives in Toronto.
Oh, in Canada. Okay.
Yeah, he lives in Canada, so yeah, I think they accept Canadian citizens, but they don't accept U.S. citizens. So
Yeah, that's the only time I wish I was in Europe or somewhere.
I mean, I have a address from Europe. I could probably register with them.
Oh, if you want one, then go to Pepperstone. Pepperstone is pretty good. I mean, I like them.
You cannot Europeans. I tried before, like 2 years ago, unless they changed it.
No, they probably changed it because like my brother is in France and he has an account over there with like Pepperstone.
Okay.
So
Don't they have like 1 to 1,000 leverage?
I don't know. I just picked the 1 to 500. I have no idea, and I know it's a good worker. I know
Honestly,
they did it.
you left that 100,000, huh?
Yeah, I know it was something crazy.
No, it's 1 to 500. The one that I have
Oh
is
yeah.
one. Yeah, it's 1 to 500. Yeah.
Oh, got you.
500 is so confusing too. I don't know if I would like in Hugo's way. I have 1 to 500, and that allows you to blow your whole account in one trade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you are greedy, hell yeah.
Yeah, or if you have like no control over it, like how I did last night, like literally you could blow your whole account, and that's why like a lot of people don't like trading on forex.com because the leverage is so low. But they do that on purpose. You can't, if you reach a certain point, you'll get automatically stopped out, and it makes it like virtually impossible for you to blow your account.
I feel like Forex.com, they actually care about your account. Well, they actually care about your money. Unlike other regulated brokers.
Yeah, and especially because they're U.S. regulated, so if something happens, they're gonna get sued. So that's why they kind of have to.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if there's any. Do you see any other trades, Aaron? Oh, let's look at UCAD. Oh, UCAD dropped, so it's confirmed below support. It might keep pressing, or it might slow down. It's almost 9.
Where it's at now, Sean? What is the level? 1 point.
It's at 1.400, basically to 00.
Okay, just slightly more.
Yeah, 1.4 thousand.
Yeah, I honestly think tomorrow it's gonna drop like 200 pips or overnight.
Yeah, I think so. Looks like the U.S. pairs are taking a beating right now.
Oh yeah.
UJ, UC, what else is there? Yeah, the EU is going up too. So yeah, the U.S. pairs are just taking a hit right now.
Oh, let's go.
And you too. Literally, just go against the U.S. dollar for any pair. Yeah.
Oh yeah, all U.S. pairs are dropping. Damn.
Yeah, the U.S. is hurting right now. I don't know what's causing it, because you would think that the stimulus package would bring morale and confidence to U.S. dollar, but it's
I know, but like that's just, like I think it might rally once people start receiving those checks. But until then, that's just noise,
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Telling you, don't get fooled by this short-term bullish rally. They're gonna.
Exactly. Yeah. It's all noise. Damn it, man.
He's in a CJ right now.
I'm a little buttered right now.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's gonna drop pretty heavy.
Well, as long as UK hit our TP, we'll be nice. That's 100 pips right there.
Yeah, I mean that's all I'm really looking for right now. Yeah,
That will happen for sure.
I think if the Swiss franc comes down, breaks support.
Hey, how's NZD looking? CHF? I haven't checked that in a while.
It's about 20 pips up or something.
20 pips up? Okay. Let's see. I think DJ might go bullish during London session.
What are you saying, Aaron? GJ?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. If AJ goes up, then GJ is gonna go up. It's like what I was saying. Right?
You said NC is looking pretty good.
See, yeah,
Kind of like pulling back a little bit now, though.
looks like it hit TP1.
I hate
People.
the HF pairs. They move so slow. You said hit TP1 or almost?
I didn't get the alert, so it didn't hit TP1 on TradingView. But if other people, like for their specific broker, it looks like price came and touched it. Unless my
It
alert,
was right there for me, so I closed it. After that, if it hit TP1, it was really right there. So
it was literally right there. Yeah, I would have just closed that too because these pairs are just too risky.
yeah, I was like, yeah, one people away, I'm okay. Let me close.
Exactly.
It's not bad.
No, that was smart.
Oh yeah. Don't worry about $2 more. What's not? I'm good.
Exactly, man.
Hell yeah.
That's how they get you. It's like, okay, you're waiting for it to hit, full profit, but then it's like, okay, it tricks you and it rejects right off it.
Exactly, man. If I'm one pip away, I'm closing a trade, maybe even two.
Oh, for real?
That's serious.
Even 50 pips, I'll close it as long as I'm in profit.
Well, if you have a big lot size, yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, because the minimum I can trade is one standard. Like if I wanted to buy this, I can't trade anything under 100,000.
Sean Brady again.
Yeah, I opened that kind of account like on forex.com, but yeah, my account balance ain't that high for me like to go and do that with everything. Cause I'm in chill for now.
I mean, to be honest, you could just trade the AUD pairs are pretty cheap. So like what I think with like $3,000. Well, actually with like 2,000, you can use a standard lot on AUD USD.
Oh yeah, well I might do that. I mean, my account is not that low, but I just feel like one lot size might be a little too much.
Yeah, that's the lowest I can trade. I can't trade anything under a standard lot, and that's why I have
So
to.
the spread are pretty low, right? Forex.com. But what about like the commission? Do you pay a lot for the commission though?
So depending on how much volume you trade, if you trade very high volume, then they have special discounts or rebates where you don't pay any commission, or they give you a very low commission. But if you're trading like normally and you're not trading high volume, then you have to pay. It's usually, I think it's, so for a standard lot for a normal pair, like a major pair, it'll be about like $8 to $10 one way.
What you mean one way? Like when you open
Yes.
$10, and then when you close another $10?
Yeah, something like that. It's not exactly $10, but it's somewhere around there. It's between 5 and 10, depending on your volume. So I trade high volume, so I'm on the lower side. But if you're trading, only a few trades a week or a month, then you're gonna pay a little more.
Okay.
Yeah, but the exchanges, I get like most of the time it's like zero spread or it's very close. And then I also have I don't think you can see it on here, but on the forex.com website, I can see when people put in orders. Like I can see real time level 3. So it'll show here like when people are putting big orders in, and then I can scalp off that.
Okay, that's good. That's very good.
Yeah, it's good if you're an active trader. If you trade a lot and you day trade, then it's pretty good because you can see where the money's coming in and out, and you're able to scalp like in between. And then I have like direct access to liquidity. So when I do put in a trade, it's always executed the fastest. Like I always get the first entry in if I'm competing with like other people.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, but yeah, the real drawdown is the minimum lot size. Like if you don't have enough money to trade a standard lot, then you're kind of screwed.
Okay, and also realize something, like even if you enter like many position with them, like the stop loss or whatever it is, like it has to be the same for each one of them, right? That's what I figured. You cannot really move that.
Oh yeah. It depends on your spread. So if your spread's too wide, then it'll affect it.
Okay.
Let's see. Anyone have any other questions or anything they want to look at? I don't think there's any questions in there right now. But yeah, Josh, looking back at GJ, I still have that other one we lined up earlier. Thinking about, thinking about maybe putting a buy stop right there, actually, just to catch the swing up. The only problem is that the resistance. Like, I don't want this to happen where it pulled up, trigger my order, and then come back down. So I might wait for a little extra confirmation. But it does look like a good trade. It's lined up with AJ. So yeah, it looks like if AJ's not going to get, hit resistance, then I think it's going to be the same with GJ, and they'll probably both push up pretty far.
Yeah, I think that's exactly.
Because AJ,
I think EJ too. Same with EJ.
yeah, it's 136 pips. Same with GJ. Oh man, GJ's about to push up. If anything, I might just enter market.
How's pound AUD moving up and AUD is bullish as well? That's crazy.
Pound AUD?
Yeah.
Man, I always want to trade pound AUD, but it moves so fast and it's worth a lot more. So I feel like if I take it, it's gonna be super risky. There's an overall trend. GA is a pretty tricky pair to trade. I like trading it when I'm winning, but when I'm losing, it's like it hurts.
Yeah, GJ is creeping up pretty fast.
Yeah, it is. So I'm just watching it. As far as it from entry, it still has some way to go. It's about 35 pips away, but I think when it does trigger, it'll be pretty good.
Hey, honest, when are you closing your UJ sale?
107,900.
Wow.
107,900.
Yep.
Let's see. Damn. Honest trying to be a overnight millionaire.
No, man.
Let's see.
Just entering pullbacks. I mean, I moved the stop loss on all in profit.
Yeah. I thought it was a lot farther, but no, it's good.
I like to leave it some room, but like I secured a good chunk.
Yeah, I think if I was to trade that way, I would have to. I would just have to. I'd have to move to a smaller account. Like, there's no way I could trade like that on a standard lot. That's too risky.
What's too risky?
If I'm taking huge moves like that on a standard lot.
Well, it depends on the account size, though.
Yeah,
like I don't over leverage. Like I under leverage. I use between 50 and one lot, so that way I can enter like 3-5 positions.
Oh yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, but if I'm going to enter a position like that where the stop loss is like pretty far off, like that's a risk for a standard lot.
Yeah, but I mean, like, right now stop loss it's tighter because like it's so deep in a profit. But like if I enter trade, then I think I might have like 100 pip drawdown. I'm not gonna enter it like immediately with 2 lots.
Oh yeah, no, exactly.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, you twin trade, huh?
Yeah.
Smart.
Yep.
Patience, man. I try, but I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't do it either. I feel like when I start like putting the bigger lot, then for some reason it goes back the other way. Say, oh, now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean that's why there's different types of tradings and styles.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever works, do it.
Yeah.
I cannot scalp. I mean I can, but like I just can't. Like that really like stresses me out. Because like in order for me to make like something reasonable, I know I have to do 5 lot position, And like in this market, especially this week, like these spikes like 50 pips up and down, no, hell no.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Like I like if I go to like use the restroom and I come back, I can be down 2-3K.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. Yeah.
Hey, you cat is looking real nice, Sean.
I muted you.
You see it?
I'm gonna unmute Josh too, just in case he wants to talk.
I'm good. I'm just listening. I still think that GJ man is gonna push up. So, but I appreciate you putting an alert on that. So,
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm gonna send an alert actually for.
Yeah, GJ might be. So honestly, it looks like he's gonna push. Let's see, like 55 more pips, and then he's gonna hit good resistance.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, CT said if you are analysis off 12-hour and daily, it's easy to hold. Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. But if GJ breaks 134 for the London, it's gonna go to like 137. So that can be good breakout entry if it happens. But it's a nice zone here at like 133.8 to 900. It's a decent key level.
Yeah, it looks good. Breaks and confirms, but yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I would just have to wait for more confirmation. I would hate to get in and then
Yeah, and then hits resistance, and then yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's happened to me like one too many times where I have to learn from it.
I'm not worried about you. You
well, the
know how to manage it.
the trend meter on the bottom is green.
Which one?
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. So the overall trend is.
Oh, this. I mean, maybe you can take it for. I do see it honestly going up like 50 pips. If you wanna scalp it.
Yeah, no, I definitely see it at least pushing up. So like, the previous high right there, which is easy 50 pips, easily.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn, Sean, our analysis aligns after a while.
Right. Yeah. Well, when you're going with the direction of the trend, yeah, always.
Yeah,
Like,
because you always do that.
yeah, I was trying to explain. I think someone else earlier was asking about GN. I think it was Josh maybe or someone.
Nike?
But yeah, I think when we looked at GN, I think someone was asking like why did we call a sell? And I was saying because I think when you called it, it was at resistance.
Yeah, it was at the daily 61.8, and it still hasn't pushed past it. That's why I know it's gonna drop like a lot.
Yeah, that was me. I asked that. I didn't understand how you like called it, but yeah, I had that.
Oh
question.
yeah, no problem. Like every time you wanna ask anything, just type it in there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think you saw that it rejected off the resistance and it was going to come down. But there's a weird movement and it came back down after. So.
But look, okay, switch on the daily chart G and just look at that ugliness. Look at the VIX. Just spread it out a little bit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And look at the March 19, the daily candle. Like in that one day, GN moved 1100 pips.
Oh, this one right here, right?
Yeah, look at that wick like up and down.
Gee.
Yeah, 400 pips basically.
And so how do you trade that?
I don't trade that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's why it's frustrating, because it's like one of my main pairs and I made so much money on it, but like these spikes and this is just not like, it's stupid, man. It's frustrating.
It's crazy. Look at all these dojis. You'd expect it to reverse from here.
Yeah.
Doji reverse up, another doji. Three dojis basically back to back.
Yeah, on a daily.
Yeah. And then right here we have a hammer or a shooting star, so it might shoot up. But I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, I let it be for now. We'll see London.
Let's see, we
Hey,
got
quick question though. Do you guys think US 30 is dropping tomorrow? Because I hear a lot of time like on Friday, like that's the time they get back to the norm. Like wherever it went, then it corrects itself on Friday.
I think it will because since the market is
Yep.
closing, I think people are going to sell off and try to get rid of their, their positions before the weekend. So I do see probably dropping.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yes.
I'm pretty sure it will drop.
It looks like this is the start of it right here. Actually, it looks like this is the high, and I think it's going to come down. It might come up a little bit, but I think
That's good. Holding US 30 or any indexes over the weekend is a very bad idea.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
that's crazy because when you come back on Sunday, it's going to gap up like 1,000 pips.
Yeah, and then your account could be gone for real.
Exactly. No, I agree. I think this is CT's analysis for GJ. Oh yeah, he's anticipating. I think this is similar to one he shared earlier. But yeah, it definitely looks like it's going to keep shooting upwards. I'm assuming this is this is CT's resistance. So if it doesn't break above that, he's looking at 2 hour. Oh yeah, it's the same lineup, the same thing that I have lined up right here too. Yeah, I think if it breaks above it, it's definitely going to shoot up. That's the only thing I'll be waiting for. I'm just waiting for it to break resistance.
Yeah, 134, and you can buy it for 300 pips.
It's already tested it actually, so it's probably going to break. Yeah, looks like it's pushing.
Oh, you see if it breaks, like you think you're gonna go up like for 300 pips?
I think so.
If it breaks 134, I definitely see it going to 137.
Wow.
37. Oh yeah, that's what CC said too. 137.
Well, hey, I'm gonna be on it and watch it because I'm gonna put money in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big move. Yeah, nearly 400 pips. Let's go.
Wow. Well, let it break then. I want it to break.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll see because it's Friday and it's.
Oh yeah.
I
That's
forgot
true.
about that.
Damn, that's very true.
Yeah, I think what might happen is it'll probably break. It's obviously going to retrace a little bit by 3, and then break out upwards. I think during the London breakout, it's going to have a lot of movement. I don't know if there's any news, but I know that's usually what happens on Fridays. For some reason, I always see the GBP pairs, or like any GBP Euro pair, like have a very nice breakout on Friday open.
Yeah, a lot of Fridays been good.
Yeah, the past couple Fridays have been great. So I think it'll follow through.
Do you guys trade on Friday? I thought you guys didn't trade on Friday. Like try not to at least.
I trade if there's something that's
Just London.
Yeah, just London, and then once it hits like 9 a.m. New York, I go.
Yeah.
But once it hits like 11 New York time, that's when the market starts to slow down. Everyone's already sold off their positions, or they've already figured out, what they're going to be holding and what they're not going to be holding over the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't want to get caught in something. It's happened to me so many times where I've gotten caught in a trade where I forget to or like lunchtime, and I'm just screwed because then I'm having like a horrible weekend because I'm thinking about it the whole time.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Josh, we usually close trades on Friday. I usually don't like to keep anything open past 11 our time because the market closes at 2. So during 11 and 2, like the market they'll just turn flat because everyone's already exited the positions or they've minimized the risk at that time. So we got a couple.
See,
Next, we got a GA right here. Yeah, the GA buy signal, but there's no overall trend. If you're looking on the short-term trend, it looks like it's bullish. And about like 60 pips away. I don't know if you want to take that, Aaron. I know you're looking at, were you looking at GA? I know you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I was, but it's still what pair is that? It's GN.
Yeah, you were looking at GA. It's like 50 pips from the resistance. The only problem is, it's been choppy, so I probably wouldn't take it. Same with GN. I think it still has a bullish bias. So let's look at that. It's also at resistance, so I probably wouldn't have taken that. We got EC. No overall trend, but the short-term trend is bearish and bullish, it looks like. EC looks like it could be good. Yeah, resistance on the higher time frames are pretty far off. So 4 hour. Yeah. 8 hour. Wait a minute. Oh man, it's a huge retracement. All right, CT, see you later. Happy Friday. Be safe. Don't don't get sick. And this coronavirus is getting crazy. I heard the U.S. has like the worst. We have like the most cases right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. It's crazy. On TradingView, they have they have the stats here. Wow, that's crazy. Worldwide, USA. Jeez.
That's crazy.
1,000 deaths already. 65,000 confirmed.
You said 10,000?
No, there's 65,000 confirmed. You have nearly 1,000 deaths, and then there's only 361 people that have been recovered. Wow, look at Italy, dude. Italy's not even a huge country.
Yeah, they're struggling over there.
They have about 7,500 deaths. They have more than China. That's crazy. Spain, 3,600. Iran. Yeah, that's crazy.
Crazy.
We're catching up quick. Worldwide. And so total, there's been 467,000 confirmed cases, 21,000 deaths. Insane.
Oh my God.
But have you been on the binaries? I bet binaries are betting on this stuff.
You serious?
Like I wouldn't be surprised if binary markets were betting on this stuff. Look at this, dude. They have like fucking trading recharge for COVID.
Wow. It's a buy. Wow.
You think the K2 indicator? Oh, it does work on it. Shit.
Wow.
That's
That's
crazy.
great.
Yeah, the K2 indicator caught
You can't check on a 30-minute time frame.
the momentum on the weekly. So it was like, all right, momentum swinging upwards, and it shot up. That's insane.
It's a little bull run right now. Sadly.
That's so fucked. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, and some scary stuff. Yeah. All right, let's see. Does anyone have any other questions? Yeah, I don't see anything. And good thing we can take that EC. Actually, didn't drop that much. It looks like it dropped a lot. Only dropped 8 pips. We got a German index entry right here. It's way too risky. The trading indexes right now. It looks like a fake out, like because I think they're all going to drop on Friday. So a lot of them are pushing up, but they look like they're ready to reverse. Japan index.
Any of you guys in GJ right now, or not at all?
Josh was looking at it. We all analyze it. All of us think it's going to go up, so I think it's going to come up too. That's kind of what I see happening. It looks like if price breaks above the resistance, I think it'll retrace a little bit around this area and then get perfect, buying for that. Yep, exactly, Josh. We're just waiting for it to break resistance. It tested it right here. Looks like it's going to reject a little bit. It might come down, retest again, if not break through. We're probably not going to see a lot of movement until it hits London Open. So in about 3 hours, we'll probably be able to better assess like how far it'll break out. I don't know if it'll hit all the way up here by close, but I definitely think it'll hit at least up here. So that'd be a good 100 pips, 100, 150 pips to test the trend line. Yeah, I'm definitely going to look out for that, though. I think I'm going to take that once it breaks. Looks like it's having some retracement right now. So you could either take that for a buy or AJ. AJ looks like a good buy, too. Or UJ looks like a good sell. Oh, it retraced a little bit.
Yeah, retracing.
Yeah, I mean, it was bound for a retracement. It's been pushing down too hard for too long.
Yeah.
It can only push down for so long until it has some type of retracement.
Well, I'm gonna wait for that retracement and enter again.
Oh yeah, me too. Right here, maybe I'll enter a sell stop for a K2 pullback.
Yeah, UJ became again a good pair to trade. It was really great, and then it was choppy as hell, like GN now, and now it's getting again really great pips because news are pushing that liquidity in a pair.
Yeah, definitely. You guys still in CAD? Or UCAD positions looking good?
Beautiful, real beautiful.
Yeah, so we need that to hit TP. NCDCHF, it's still, if you guys are still in it, it's still in profit.
That's a retest, bro. That's gonna go up.
Yeah, it's going to go up. It's just retesting.
Yeah.
Pull back, and then it's going to shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's retesting our entry point. So that should be good. Karen, let's see. I'm going to unmute Karen. All right, Karen, you can talk now.
Yeah, what are we analyzing? You were just analyzing GJ?
Yeah, we were looking at GJ. We're waiting for GJ to break the resistance. So once it breaks resistance, then
Yeah, I think it's already.
That's what it looks like on there.
I think GJ trying to go to 140 or something.
Yeah, I think a lot of us think it's going to go to 137, but it's tomorrow's Friday, so we're not expecting too much movement. It's probably going to die down halfway through London, and actually, it'll probably keep pushing into like New York Open, but then halfway through New York Open, it's going to die down like a lot, probably around 11. But this is a big move. It's 300 pips. I don't think it's going to move that much. It'll probably move at least 100. 100, 150.
Yeah, it won't be all 300 tomorrow.
Probably that much, like at max.
I'll take 50 pips. I'm good.
Exactly. Take a couple pips. Take, yeah, 50 pips would be good. I'd take 50. Or I could even scalp it. I'll probably just scalp in between and just keep scalping 5 pips back and forth. I mean, 10 pips a couple times.
What do you scalp that on? Like 5 minutes or what?
Yeah, usually the 5 minute. So I'll just use the pullback
Oh,
strategy on this. So I would I would just do pullback entries. So like right here, I would take, since we have a bullish bias, I would just enter every time we have a sell signal. So if you have a sell signal, like right here, I would enter at the top of that and just scalp, 30, 40 pips, and then just keep doing it. Like right there, another. I would have gotten out. Like whenever it goes in, when I scalp, I do it manually. So once I reach 10, like above 10 pips, I'll just exit, and then I'll just keep hitting it back and forth. Like this probably wouldn't have triggered. It's way up here. Yeah, I pretty much just run the pullback strategy back and forth. Another one there. Another one there. Yeah, so if I scalped this, I probably would have made 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like 60 pips there, 10 pips each way. 60 pips times 10 bucks, 600. Yeah, I'll probably just scalp it during London because it looks like there's enough volatility for me to get in and out pretty quickly. Well, hopefully there is. That's what we're waiting for. It's probably a good entry. Oh yeah, Josh, I just saw your message. NZD. Sure. Which NZD do you want us to look at, BA? NZD. CAD or CHF? CAD or Swiss? I mean, they're both moving the same direction. All right, Honest. We'll see you later. I'm about to get off in a little bit too, but I'll analyze this see you real quick. Oh, you're talking about, yeah, so the position that we have open right now. Yeah, I'd probably just wait it out. It's just retracing a little bit. It's probably going to shoot back up. Not sure how far it'll pull back from. I got out of mine because is that you, Aaron?
Oh,
Oh. Yeah, pretty much. I think it'll shoot back up shortly.
I think it's just retracing right now. Then during London, this should make a big move or a bigger move.
Yeah, did people exit this? I can't remember if I sent the message in the group.
Well, I think you did. You said put your stop loss at or in profit. So
Yeah, I moved mine into profit and it exited me out. So.
Oh yeah. So I sent that in the premium for you guys. I told people to move your stop loss and profit. So I got out of that trade too. With like minimal profit, like probably about like 5 pips. I know I moved it because once it was up here, I moved it up to like 5 pips so I could make about $50. and then I pay my commission, so that's like $20 or less. So I made like 30 or 40 bucks off that trade, and I was trying to re-enter. So if you wanted to re-enter, I think it's going to come back up. I told people they can re-enter at entry, which is right here. So even though it's below, yeah, if you put a buy stop order right here, you can catch it as it swings back up. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. So there it is. It swung right back up. So if anyone had their buy stops right there, they would have easily entered. I might re-enter a little later. I'm gonna wait for London open, just because I want to look at other trades before I commit to that one. But it does look like it's gonna go up. I just don't like it because it moves too slow.
You cut retracing too. I think so, a little bit.
Was it? Yeah,
It's like going back to the original support, or that support.
yeah. Looks like it's retesting it. So what's gonna what I see happening is it's probably going to yeah, unless it breaks it. Like if we get a wick on it, then it's gonna be a retest. So if it closes with a wick, it'll probably test and then correct back downwards. But if it breaks through it, then it's probably gonna come up and test the entry point area around here, and then come back down. But I do see it coming down because the US dollar is pretty weak right now. How's US 30s coming down? Yeah, US 30s coming down too. So it'll probably move in the same direction. All right, let's see. Does anyone have any other questions? It's about 9, so we've been on for about 2.5 hours. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the Zoom chat right now so I can go over them. Otherwise, we might get off for a bit. Maybe come back on for London. I'm not sure yet. Depending on how busy the market gets. If it's too slow, then we might just save it for tomorrow morning. If we decide to go back on for New York, CBA. When will K2 get into options trading? Maybe soon. I've been wanting to get back into options. I used to trade options a long time ago, but I haven't been lately. Wade introduced me to indices, and that's what I've been focused on in the past month. But I definitely want to dip into options trading. We had a couple of traders in our room when I first started K2. Hey, Aaron, are you still in here?
I'm right here.
Yeah, like you remember Miko, right?
You said who?
Miko?
Miko?
Yeah, the dude that started his trading company
Oh
too.
yeah, I know him. Yeah, okay.
He's
Well,
pretty,
yeah, he's into options heavy. Yeah, he sure.
he's
Yeah,
pretty
he's nice.
he's been trying to teach me, but I mean, I haven't really talked to him about that specifically because we're so focused on forex and indices. But yeah, definitely, I want to get into options because I think if we get into options, like man, we can make a ton of money, especially with the K2 indicators too. Like say if we were trading something like a lot of people are trading Tesla, and if you use the K2 indicators, with Tesla, like it's like a win-win. So if you use the K2 strategy where you match, sell and sell trading Tesla, and then if we have like options where it's like, we're anticipating price to like break this area within like the next month, and then it broke this area in like 2 days. So if we like match these up and we entered like some I think they're calls and puts. So I think puts are sells. I'm not sure, but if they are, like we put like a put, if we enter like a put somewhere around here, and then we can make some really good money. Oh yeah, no, definitely, yeah. Especially since we're momentum traders, we're able to detect momentum before it happens, and I think yeah, it would be amazing if we could catch these, because it looks like it works pretty good. Like if we would have caught this momentum swing down here, for like a 5-day or 1 month contract, could have made a ton of money. Same with these right here. You could have caught these movements down. even here, we get caught these buy movements right here. We've had a buy signal with the overall trend signaling a buy, and we could have, put in some calls around this area or even this area, and pretty much make some quick money, not quick money, but good money off that. Yeah, I definitely want to look into the options, because it looks like the K2 strategy works very well with stocks as well. I mean, I originally based it off stocks, but since I got into Forex, that's what I use it for primarily. But it looks like it works perfectly here. Like we have a buy. You could have entered a call there. Same with here. I mean, it works really good actually. Now that I look at it, yeah, like amazingly. These are like sniper calls right here. You have a buy and a buy, straight to the money. Dang, Aaron, look at this, dude. We should be trading options. Why aren't we trading options?
Hey man, I'm thinking about it, bro. I had Alvin. He was telling me about it the other day, or just yesterday. It seems pretty simple, bro. It's not really complicated.
Yeah, it's kind of like they have like little areas where you could like put like where you're basically it's like like Nadex basically, but it's on a bigger scale.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could even do it with Nadex, but I don't trust Nadex.
Yeah, Nadex is a little too scary, man.
It is. They mess with your money there too. Like I used to make a lot of money trading Nadex, and then I feel like they do that on purpose. They have you win a couple, and they end up wiping your entire account.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, but no, yeah, definitely. I'm gonna look into some options. I'm gonna talk to Nico soon, and then hopefully we can work something out.
Hey, I'm just curious, if you were to look at like options or whatever, are you gonna look at the 30-minute chart, or what chart would you ideally like look at?
Yeah, it would depend on the option contract. So if the option contract expires, within a week or so, then I would probably look at the 30-minute or 1 hour. But if I'm going to be looking at something that, the monthly or something like that, I would probably look at the daily. Yeah, I mean, it would really depend on, which type of contracts I'm looking for. But I don't think I'm going to really want to look at at contracts that, last an entire month, because that's just way too long.
Yeah.
I know some people that do trade, month contracts or like yearly contracts, but they base their speculation on a lot of other things, not on momentum. Because the thing with momentum is it doesn't last like very long,
Yeah.
Like momentum is like there for a day, couple days, maybe a week, but it's not going to last for a whole month, unless there's something crazy going on in the world, like with the coronavirus. But
Right.
the coronavirus happens like once every 50 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start looking into options. It's been a long time. I haven't traded options in probably like 5 years. I've been strictly Forex the past 5 to 8 years. But I started with stocks. That's how I started trading, and that's how I developed these indicators. Well, originally I just had this indicator, just the momentum one, and then after that I created the trend meter, and then I created the support resistance indicator. But yeah, it works really good on stocks. That it was meant for.
Interesting.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, man. Should go back. But yeah, I mean, options would be good, but like normal stocks wouldn't, obviously, because of what's going on. But yeah, it looks like a ton of money could be made with stocks. It looks like we don't even have to really match the trend meter most of the time. You kind of just base it off normal trends. I don't know. I'll have to play around with it a little more to understand how it works.
Yeah.
I know the option game has like changed a whole lot over the past 10 years. All right, guys. It's 9:30, so I'm gonna go grab some dinner. If you guys have any questions, feel free to message me on Telegram or email me, or any other way to contact me. I'll be available. But yeah, it was a good trading room, guys. Hope you guys found this helpful and useful. But yeah, if we're going to be on tomorrow morning, I'll send out a message, and then all you guys can join in on that. But yeah, till then, guys, talk to you guys later.
Thank you.
All right, see you later, Josh.